DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. We are back with another Dre Stories. Now, I haven't done a Dre story in a minute, simply because I told you a whole bunch of the stories. But I thought of a story that I had not told. At least I don't think I told this one, but if I did, I'm going to tell it again. So I was thinking about it just yesterday. I said, damn, I'm going to make a video about this. So here it is. So a few years ago, one of my friends was coaching a college basketball team, like a JUCO college basketball team down here in South Florida. So when he would have games, his team would have games, I would go to the games. And I got to get familiar with who the players were. I didn't know the players personally or nothing like that. I would just come to the games. So I would see the players all the time, and I would sometimes have conversations with my man about the players on his team. He's like, yeah, this guy, he got offers to go to this school and that school, and this guy, he might go here, and this guy's a walk-on, whatever. So I got a little bit familiar with who the players were and what their games were like and things like that. And there was this dude on the team who didn't really play that much. He was a guard. It looked like he was Latin, and he didn't really play that much, but he was on the roster. I would notice him because I just got to get familiar with who the players were. So I probably went to, over the course of that season, I probably went to like 8 to 10 home games that they had that year. And there was one particular game I went to maybe in the middle of the season, and this player, he was like a walk-on, this guard. He was on the bench, because most of the games he'd be on the bench. He didn't really play. But this one game, he was on the bench, and he was in street clothes, and he had a cast on his arm. So I'm like, damn, what happened to him? So I remember I was reaching out to my mans after that game when I seen the dude with the cast on his arm. I'm like, yo, what happened to that player? Because I know that the player didn't play that much. So I figured he didn't get injured in the game, and he might not even got injured in practice. Like, this dude don't even play that much. How'd he get hurt? So my man, who's the assistant coach, he's telling me what happened to him. He was like, well, look, Dre, we came back from a road game one night, and in college ball, depending on the level of college ball you're playing at, like at the JUCO level is like this, you come back from a game, like you'll go play a game somewhere, and we don't stay overnight at the place and then leave in the morning. No, you leave that night after the game, get right back on the bus and drive back to your campus. So they played a game somewhere, drove back, and they got home. Now, mind you, the game is at 8 o'clock at night. So they're getting home is like 1 o'clock in the morning. So they get back to the campus at 1 in the morning. And this kid, this player, he has one of those little scooters. And he has this scooter that he gets around on. And for whatever reason, he drives the scooter all the way from like somewhere further down in South Florida up to the campus. It's like I guess like a 30, 40-minute ride. He rides his scooter all around the place. So he gets on his scooter at like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and he's driving his scooter 30 minutes home in Miami. That was the middle of the night. You don't know who's out on the road, but apparently, according to what my man told me, dude is riding his scooter home. He gets in an accident. Well, better stated, somebody driving a car hits him while he's on his scooter. So he got hit off his scooter while he's riding home, and he falls off the scooter and he fractures his arm or whatever happened to him. That's why he had the cast on. And I'm like, damn, he got hit off the scooter and broke his arm. Damn, well, he was on the bench with the team cheering and clapping, so I guess he was all right. But I'm like, damn, all right, that's messed up. So I asked my man a follow-up question. I said, well, look, did he get the guy's license plate number? Did that person who hit him off the scooter, the guy with the car, did that guy, did his insurance cover it? Did he pay for his medical bills, pay for his cast and all that stuff like that, pay for fixing his scooter and all that? And my man said no. The driver who hit him, he kept going. So the guy got hit off his scooter, the player. He gets hit off his scooter by somebody in a car, and the driver of the car didn't even stop to help him or anything. He just kept driving. Dude falls off the scooter, breaks his arm, and he's just left sitting there by himself. I have no idea how he got home. I guess he got back on the scooter, or he called somebody. I have no idea. I didn't ask any more questions about the story, but I always remember that whenever I think of going and watching that team play that year that my man was coaching there, I remember that story because it was so funny when he told me that. He said, no, the guy just kept going after he knocked him off his scooter and broke his arm. So that is the story. And I thought about this yesterday, and I laughed harder yesterday when I thought about it. But I think because I Thought about it yesterday. I got my ass out, so it's not that funny now because I'm telling it again 2 days in a row. Well, I was just thinking it yesterday. Now I'm telling it to y'all, so it's not that funny now because I just thought about it. But that is the Dre story. Now, if I get any more Dre stories, if I think of some funny things that happened that I think I could tell on YouTube, there are some stories I just can't tell on YouTube anymore because of the status that I have attained. But that is the best Dre story that I can think of right now that I can tell you. So y'all want to hear more of these Dre stories? I know people always ask me when you're going to do more. There's another one. So you want to hear more of these, let me know. If I think of one, I'll tell it. Work on your game. Oh yeah, get my free book, Third Day. The Decision Separates the Pros from the Amateurs. And text me, 305-384-6894. That number's down below in the description as well. You can text me and get on my daily motivation, get in my community, which means you'll get my daily motivation text, which I send straight to your phone every single day. And if you like this Dre story, you can text me and let me know that too. Work on your game. Dre all day.